welcome back. In our first assignment, the last two objects, numbers 5 and 6, that we had to create were slightly more complex shapes. They were not based on just circles or rectangles. They had those shapes within them, but there was more going on. These are more advanced shapes to create. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how to create number 5 and then go from there. So we're going to create a sketch, and if you notice, the viewpoint here that I want to use the side view, what Fusion360 calls the right view, because that's where all my information is. That's where this half circle shape exists. So when we go back in, I'm going to choose that same view, this view that's here. And once we click, it snaps into shape. And this drawing, this object, whatever, is still based on a circle. So we're going to create a circle, a pretty simple one with a 1-inch diameter. We click once with our circle tool and create our shape. So you'll see your blue circle pop up on the screen. It does not have to be right here on this red axis line, but I put it there for a reason that we will see here in a second. Now, instead of me going to finish the sketch right now, I'm not quite finished. I'm going to grab our line tool. That's our first tool here in the create bar. And I'm going to click once. And the way the line tool works is that you basically click on both ends of a line that you want to create. More like a line segment if you want to get technical, if you're taking geometry. It's not a full line, it's just a line segment. So we're going to place our first point. It's going to be right here on the edge of the circle, and you'll see our cursor change when we get close to it. So click once. And then I'm going to drag that line straight across the circle to the other side, and again you'll see the cursor change once it hits that point on the opposite side. Going through the center, click again. That is a solid black line because I started from the origin, but sometimes you'll see it as blue, and that's fine as well. Now I can finish the sketch, which is what I want to do. And you'll see that I now have a circle that's split into two pieces. So instead of selecting the entire circle, I can select just the top half or the bottom half. So we're going to go back to extrude. We want to create a three-dimensional object, of course. And now I'm just going to choose the top half of the circle. Now the bottom half remains unselected, and when I click and drag our arrow, it only creates material for the top half of the circle. Now this does not have to match perfectly for this assignment, but we want to get reasonably close. We want to try to be accurate. I'm going to click OK here. Go back and check my drawing. It looks pretty good. If you look at number 5 and you look at what we've created, they look very, very similar. So that's how you can start with an overall basic object and then break it down into simpler pieces.